going on. We have charcoal burning, we have encroachment, and climate change. And as young people, we cannot just keep quiet and keep saying that we'll do something. Actually, we're supposed to be doing it. And so I'm glad that even from here, I've had several organizations that are already doing something about the Kakamega forest. We are all working all around the globe just to ensure that we are conserving our rainforest, our tropical rainforest. And I think even the national government and federal is working towards that. And on 7th of October, we are actually having the First Lady Marathon, and it's also about conserving the Kakamega forest. And then it's on Mazingira Day. Mazingira is the environment. So it's all about conserving the environment. So for those of us who can run, you can run 5 kilometers, you can run 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 21, you are invited so that you can join that marathon. It will be happening on 7th of October. It is all in line just conserving the Kakamega forest. Otherwise, thank you so much. As young people who are here today in this room, you are the pioneers. You have been given the face. And I can see you are even branded. You know, a brand tells you that you are an ambassador. But Mheshimiwa Inagi, every other time, I want to find the ambassadors of environmental conservation of this youth cafe and be looking for Mheshimiwa Jaya so that we work this journey together. Thank you very much and stay blessed.
Thank you very much, Waziri, for the good words to the youth. For sure, we welcome partnerships. We want to work together. We say the power of one, but when we come together, it multiplies. So at this point, we'll go to our main theme. And I'm very happy it's raining. In our African culture, we believe rains are blessings. So this is a mark that indeed the first youth cafe in Kakamega County is a blessing, and it will leave a great impact by the end of this project. So this is a dialogue between the youth. They have this session to share their ideas on different topics that I earlier mentioned, to talk to us. We are listening. I started by saying from the message of Wanjira is that this is a forum for us to listen to the voices of youth and turn them to action. So at this point, I'm asking the youth, and everybody who is here, why does the conservation of Kakamega forest matter to the youth in this region? We had a brief chat when, before the youth cafe started outside when we were having tea, and we already talked about different spaces that we really need youth to be in. So at this point I'm asking, why is the conservation of Kakamega forest important not only to all the communities living around, but to the youth? And I want to welcome Eliud to tell us extensively why he thinks the conservation of Kakamega forest matters to the youth, the areas that he has already tried the spaces he's tried to get into, and what he's looking to achieve by the end of this cafe. We have very many partners in the ecosystem, and we want to ensure that there is youth representation. Welcome, Eliud.
Thank you so much, Agnes. Wageni wetu, that is our guests, the county government, being led by Waziri, na vijana wenzangu, habari ya leo? Habari ya leo? Fresh. Habari ya leo? Fresh. You don't have the energy. Nimesikia our visitor anasema we have the energy, we need to be innovative and all that. So I want to hear the energy. Habari ya leo? Fresh. How are you? Fine. Fine. Okay, thank you so much. So, as I was introduced earlier, my name is Majala Eliud. I used to lead of this county, the Kakamega, which is we refer to Kakamega as Green Jewel because we are doing a lot to ensure to conserve our environment and also conserve Kakamega forest. So, as a young man who founded an organization called Shabokesta's Youth Organization that works mainly around conservation of the environment and also climate actions, climate change actions, we are doing a lot to ensure that we restore and maintain Kakamega forest. I want to acknowledge the good partnership between us, the young people, mostly from my organization, with the county government of Kakamega, because we've been able to work together to ensure that we try and maintain, conserve our environment and also conserve Kakamega forest at large. So first and foremost, we need to understand the way it has been said that Kakamega forest is the only tropical rainforest, but also in East and Central Africa. So we are lucky to have that forest with us in Kakamega. Tujipigie makofi, sio? Hiyo sio kazi ya binadamu. That is not the work of man, but it is the work of God. So Kakamega forest is there naturally, and God blessed us with it. So in Kakamega forest, the way my colleague said, it is a source of livelihood to so many of us, or so many communities living around, because they are doing different activities over there also to earn a living. When you visit Kakamega forest, you will find the community around, those who are there for good years, they know and understand very well about the forest. They will take you around, they will tell you the history about the forest, and of course, they will be doing ecotourism. At the end of the day, you will have to give them something to appreciate them. So it will also earn them a living that way. But now, because we as the young people are here today, we are here to ensure that we tap into the opportunity of ecotourism around Kakamega forest and also help us to earn a living. Let me also mention that Kakamega forest is rich in its nature. We have over 400 different species of butterflies. The way we heard that some of them were flown away, but now they are coming back. So we have over 400 species of butterfly in our forest. We also have over 300 different species of monkeys. Tuko na nyani. Monkey in Swahili is called nyani. So nyani, we have them over 300 species. And some of the species are very rare to find, not only in Kenya, but in the whole of Africa. So it is a source of tourism, or a source of attraction that we receive different visitors, different people from outside Kenya to come and visit Kakamega forest, not only to adventure but also to do research. So it means that we are having a treasure with us called Kakamega forest. Now, the Kakamega forest, it is as much as it is natural, but it requires the efforts of all of us as the young people and the community at large, in partnership with different organizations and the county government and the national government, to ensure that we conserve that forest so that in future we don't lose the heritage we have. We have different actions that are happening at Kakamega forest which are not friendly, and it might cause us to lose the forest in the near future. That's why this youth cafe is a call to action to ensure that we wake up again and ensure that we conserve Kakamega forest. We've heard people are doing deforestation over there, others are doing encroachment over there. It is our responsibility as the young people to educate the community around, tell them that this Kakamega forest iko na umuhimu. It is very important to us and to the environment na pia kwa climate yetu. So it is our responsibility as the young people to move around, supported, to ensure that we preach the gospel of conserving Kakamega forest. As I wind up, know that Kakamega Forest is also a home of two main rivers in Kakamega, that is the Isiolo and Yala. So it means, and these are main rivers, by the way, if you don't know them, these are the main rivers in Kakamega. So if we joke around with Kakamega Forest, it means we are going to lose the two rivers. And also, because of the climate change that is happening, if we lose that forest, it means we will not be able to control the carbon that is being released. We understand that Kakamega is growing so fast. We are going to have industries, we are going to have industries and factories and all that. So we need that forest, plus any other person is encouraged to do tree planting to ensure that we can be able to control the carbon that is being emitted in Kakamega. I remember the president of this republic said, or urged us to plant at least 15 billion trees 2027. Is it 2027 or 2030? 15 billion trees. Is it by 2030, 2027? 2030. Yes, thank you. And also the governor, our governor, in his 6-point agenda, he is so positive about and all that, and agriculture, the smart agriculture is one way also of conserving the environment and also fighting climate change. He also told us at least to plant 5 billion trees in Kakamega. How many trees have you planted so far since 2022 to date as a young person? Cheryl, how many have you planted so far to date?
I can talk about what the number that I have led people to plant.
Yes.
From 2022, I can count over 100,000.
100,000, wow. Tumpigie makofi jamani. Hutchinson, I can see you there. You represent the young people from Masinde Muliro University. So far so good. How many trees have you been able to plant at Masinde Muliro or even at Kakamega Forest or any other part of Kakamega?
In Masinde Muliro, about 1,000 trees. Also, we can operate. Also, we planted over. That was last month.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And so many other young people who are here. I know we are doing something around tree planting. Na tumpige hesabu kama kila mtu amepanda 10,000 in 2022 to date. It means we are having so many trees in Kakamega. Sindio? So mjipigie makofi nyinyi wote. Thank you so much. Now, let me confirm to you, Agnes, that together with KFS, we have been partnering to ensure that we have the proper knowledge on which tree species to be planted and where to be planted. So whenever we visited KFS, tuwaambia kwamba, or we tell them that we are going to plant trees at a particular place, they will advise us which species of the trees that can be planted at that point, because we understand that there is some other places where we need to do rehabilitation. So we need a different tree species to be planted there, or rather where we are beginning to do the plantation, where it doesn't need to be rehabilitated. So they have been also of support to us with knowledge and also the seedling. They have been providing the seedlings to us. We buy some and they add a lot to what we are going to plant. So thank you so much. Na tupige kazi, si ndio? Tupige kazi. Mko tayari? Mko tayari? Mko tayari? Mko tayari? Okay, thank you so much. Wanasema wako tayari. They are saying they are ready. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eliud. Eliud has spoken about the many initiatives that youth are taking place in the county. But then now we want to hear, I had the microphone going now, we want to hear from the youth, the many initiatives that you're taking part. What are the challenges that you're currently experiencing? What is that one major thing that is hindering you from us hearing about you not have that network. What is that one thing that is hindering the youth from, and you can pass the microphone around. We want to hear some of these challenges that you're going through. You started the initiative, yeah? We have our donors here today with us, and all the partners. We have the science people, so we want to hear from the youth themselves. What are some of these challenges that you're going through, even as you take climate change action?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Edmond Otieno from Masiri, and I want to be specific to the challenge that we're experiencing here, for the purposes of relevance, but I also know that we are happening here. Number one is community hostility. We have a forest that has been provided by the university, and last week Friday we managed to plant 500 trees. But when we plant these trees, we find that the people in the community sometimes they come and destroy, or we get their cut. Like we plant them today, when we come to check on the trees tomorrow, or maybe after tomorrow, we find that some of them have been chopped. Also, the university provided a fence that should be used to protect that area. But again, after 1 or 2 weeks, we come and find that the fence is no longer there. So that is number one, community hostility. And the other one, which is the main and the most serious one, is lack of enough resources. In my university, when we mobilize students to come and participate in tree planting, they always come in a very big number. They always come in a large number. They want to participate more, but we don't have enough siblings. And also, as a matter of fact, these people need to be motivated when they participate in such activities. They need to be motivated like with things like refreshment, so that they get that urge to want to participate more. When you give them things like certificates to participate in such activities, they always come back. So we need also enough resources that can help us to make that the initiatives that we've already taken care of, they are sustainable. Because at the end of it, the sustainability is what matters. The policy might be good, but if it is not sustainable, then we can't do anything there. Thank you so much.
My name is, as you heard, my name is Abdul Suleiman from this great county of Kakamega. There are different challenges that we youth are facing to make forest or environmental conservation effective. My number one challenge, or our number one challenge, is lack of experience or training. You find a lot of youth, they lack that experience to make effective use of the forest or conserving the environment. So if we get a lot of workshops and a lot of trainings, it will be it will impact youth fully to know how to preserve the environment and make effective use of the forest. And not just forests in Kenya, even globally. Another one is resistance from older generation or decision makers. You know, you can just find these older people. Some of them are not learned. So they hinder these youth from making important decisions in the daily activity and make effective use of this forest. So, and other decision makers, I think they must undergo a lot of trainings, a lot of workshops, so that they can get that information to install knowledge in their heads. Without taking a lot of time, allow me to add one on that. Another one is balancing activism with academics or professional responsibilities. Most of these youth are going to school. Most of them, they are in universities. Most of them, they are doing businesses. So balancing between doing business and conserving the environment, it can sometimes hinder or make youth not to follow fully or or make good use of the environment. With those few remarks, thank you. Welcome again in Kakamega. Thank you.
Thank you. There was another hand. Please pass the microphone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mostly I was dealing with agroforestry because I mostly dwell in the agricultural sector. When I was engaging in community action plan about the project under the NAFCDP National Agricultural Value Chain Program, these are the challenges that we were facing. There is scarcity of land because of the population that we have. So people will opt into clearing the forest to get where they can settle. So that has been a big challenge. And then the knowledge on species of the trees, which will coordinate with the environmental climate of our area. We find that due to the lack of knowledge on species, people fear planting trees, mostly doing agroforestry because they are like, our crops don't do well when we do agroforestry. But that is not the fact. You find that it is just the bad or maybe unwanted species that they are venturing into. So if at all we can do species awareness to ensure that as they are doing farming, they are also doing agroforestry with the required species, so that they don't interfere with the availability and the availability of forests or trees at large. And then we have got lack of alternative green energy. And if at all it is there, it is somehow not affordable. So the only alternative in our societies will get people with clear environment, because they are running into how they can get energy for cooking, lighting, and others. And then now, as we want to ensure that there is continuity of forest life, economic empowerment is most important, because another challenge is that people will opt into charcoal for economic for their economic well-being. You will find that most of the people at the hotspots, those people around the forest, they keep destroying the indigenous trees. Indigenous trees, because they believe that these are the trees that these are trees that yield the quality of charcoal. Yeah, but apart from that, we also have the building blocks. The building blocks, I came to realize that our cultural beliefs also help in conserving these indigenous trees. I'm talking of indigenous trees because I'm also trying to imagine the lives of water sources, because we've got other trees that really destroy and disrupt the water sources. So as we are doing, we are focusing on forestation at large. These indigenous trees really help in conservation of water sources. So our cultural beliefs and activities are like, we have got other trees that our people believe that this tree has got a specific function. So nobody has to touch this tree. And the more the life of this tree, the more the seeds we are getting, and the more pollination we are getting. So if we check on the alternative green energy, more so the solar things, I think it will help. And then if we equip people with knowledge on the species according to where they belong geographically, it will also help not only agroforestry or forests, but also water catchment areas and water sources. And if at all we empower people to do other alternatives, rather than using a whole piece of land or where they belong to do other things, in favor of forests, we can empower them to do other alternative like kitchen gardening. And if at all there are those people who are venturing in cash or domestic crops, we encourage agroforestry through empowering knowledge on the required species. Thank you.
Anybody else who wants to contribute? Please, welcome.
Thank you. Mention one thing. We have many young people out here who are initiatives that are addressing climate action. The way you said, you met our two young people here, our brother and our sister, but unfortunately, you mentioned that they were not knowing each other. That demonstrates how very many organizations out here are moving out to do a number of initiatives such as tree planting, to conserve environment, clean up activities. But what they are doing, they are not being noticed. We really need to find a way of providing linkages between these youth-led organizations that are involved in such activities and the government bodies, development partners, so that any framework that has been developed in addressing such initiatives can easily be able to reach down to the grassroots. For example, we have the United Nations Framework on Convention on Climate Change, where we have the constituency of young people and children, the younger, but most of these individuals in the grassroots, they have no information about it. But if we provide a proper linkage between them, government agencies, such institutions, they can be able to understand what other people are doing globally, so that they can be in a position to tap on the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, good afternoon everyone. My name is 2.ENVIRONMENT, as introduced earlier. I am coming from, I can say that I am a neighbor in the forest, Kakamega Forest. I live here in Kakamega Forest, it's like 100 meters away from me. So the main challenge that I see over there is that most of the people from the communities around the forest are not learned, so they destroy the forest, they do the illegal logging in the forest without knowing the repercussions that they may face in the future. So I can give you an example. Back in 2017, we had an initiative of doing reforestation around Kakamega Forest in degraded areas, and we had planted trees in 13 hectares. Because of the ignorance of the people from the community, when our group were tough in destroying the newly planted trees, the community were very hostile to us, and overnight they came and slashed everything that we had done. The entire 13 hectares, it was gone in just a blink of an eye. So the ignorance of the people living adjacent to the forest, they are not educated, so they don't know anything that deals with conservation. Another thing that is affecting the conservation around the forest, it is unemployment and economic pressure. Due to limited job opportunities, many youth, they put first survival tactics rather than volunteering towards environmental conservation. So they don't have time for this. They just use their precious time to look for other survival tactics rather than volunteering in conservation. Thank you very much.
Sorry to cut short. How time flies when we are having these conversations. I know they'll be having another program, but and I don't want to keep them, they'll be late. I have noted all these challenges, and we really continue engaging. We've already formed a network. We have a group. We'll keep engaging, but we'll remain behind just to find a conclusion. And I know these solutions are within us. Every challenge that we've mentioned, when we again come to the discussing about solutions, The solutions are with us. What we need is support to implement and make it, turn it to action. So at this point, I only have 10 minutes, and I'll probably give it to Victoria, because we really need probably to hear from our visitors. Anybody who wants to say something today, we really do not want Victoria to go without saying something, and then he'll give it back to our guest of honor to just conclude, say something to the youth, and then after, I'll have one youth to give a vote of thanks to our guest today. Victoria, welcome. It's an ambush, but please forgive me, we really want to hear from you.
Hi, thank you very much. Thank you, Agnes. It's actually a pleasure to see all the youth coming together, because we worked this project with Lovic in November. As Sophia explained, it's been cooking since a long time, and it's good to see actually people coming together. And I think what the county representative said really highlights what we wanted to do with this project, is bringing all those initiatives that are in Kakamega together to not work, to create a real network of youth who are engaged doing practical actions on the ground, and to actually be supporting scientific research, and also take opportunity to get employment, to do concrete work on the ground. So this is the first youth cafe, and I'm really looking forward to the next one, where you'll be discussing other topics, go more in depth about what you mentioned today. So wishing you all the best, and we'll keep in touch, because I hope to attend other meetings in the coming month. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
Well, Victoria said it all. I think, and I really appreciate the spirit of this youth cafe that I just witnessed. I'm sorry that you had to cut short. It's partly because of us, because we have an engagement that's, personally, if I didn't, I would have stayed the entire afternoon and evening with you. So I think I will try to also sneak in to another youth cafe, because what I appreciate, and I want to thank all of you for that, is first the will you have of change, and the will you have to care about those very important issues, but also the actions you want to engage in, and the actions you are taking to make sure that the forest is protected, but more globally that the community is engaged, that I think for us it's very important that people know about it, so it's education, awareness is important. It's what we were saying together. You cannot do that without informing people on the stakes. What is at stake here? Why those protecting the forests, such as Kakamega forest, why is it important? And why does it benefit to all of us? And another thing I really liked with that kind of discussion, it was also said that you, all of you, each one of you, is doing something. But I think it was said that there's a lack of space to discuss, to exchange, to learn about good practices, you know. And I think that that kind of initiative, and I have to underline the instrumental role of the WANGARI MAATHAI Foundation for that, is also for you to know each other and to create this network. So I will just finish by saying that the French Embassy is really dedicated to support that kind of youth engagement programs. So of course, that's why we are here today in Kakamega, but we have other programs for entrepreneurship, for innovation, and for many other initiatives, whether it is in tech, whether it is in creative industry, whether it is in many areas. Here as France, we want to invest in the future and around the future. So please keep on doing that, keep having those kind of discussions, and thank you again for the council representatives, for the WANGARI MAATHAI Foundation, all the partners involved in the projects, and of course for all of you for the warm welcome that we had here in Kakamega. Thank you.
Thank you, Agnes. Thank you. Again, thank you. We have to say thank you effectively. Thank you very much. what I appreciate and what I would like to give a message. I was in several times when I heard about the UN, United Nations, and the program of environment of the United Nations. I was assisting several times to the General Assembly. People are writing, there is problem of that, there is problem of that. We have a problem of climate change. We discuss a lot, blah, 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 a lot. It's okay. It's very important to take care and to realize that there is a problem. But it's urgent now to act, to do something. What I am very interested is to learn about what you did already, planting and so on. I very well appreciated the word someone that you did about sustainability, because it's good to initiate something, to do something, but we have to think about the sustainability of what we feel is good, is still going well, in a good way. So please, now, and I'm very happy about this project, it can be part of it to act about the risk that is highlighting us, not only in Kakamega, but the world in general. Problem of climate change, problem of reduction of the forest disappearing of biodiversity and so on, and it's very urgent to act now. We cannot wait anymore. It's very interesting. So thank you very much for that, for your engagement, and we would like to get you involved in a long future now. Please, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me welcome one youth who can just give a vote of thanks to our guest today.
All protocol observed. Good afternoon. My name is Amina Omar. I'm from Shaboke Stars Youth Group. It's a youth group that deals with matters climate change and environmental conservation. So today we are happy because we've learned more about environmental conservation. I think every person who is here today, you've grasped something, isn't it? Yes. So maybe I just have to say, our visitors, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing Youth Cafe in Kakamega. We appreciate so much. We don't take it for granted. We will work with you hand in hand. We promise. And to our CEC, we say thank you for creating this time and be with us here. It's not that it is not important to you, but it's important to your youth. As you have said, you are a youth too. We like seeing one of our youth exploring, meeting new people like this, isn't it? Today I'm very happy meeting. Hey, you know the Swahili in me. I like the Swahili, by the way, but I said today I'm going to try to speak in English because of these visitors of ours here. So I say thank you for bringing this program to Kakamega, and thank you for everyone who has created time to be here today.
We'll probably be remaining with Pablo and Sophia in a bit. They also have some questions for the youth. But to our guests, Victoria, you're free to leave. You can stay as long as you want, but we officially release you to the next activity. We will be joining you a bit later. Thank you very much. So we are in a very important discussion, and I think we really need to give it a few more minutes so that we really capture some of these challenges. I know the youth will be remaining, but I don't want to keep you for long as well. I know we'll be advancing this conversation in another forum. We'll be having both virtual youth cafes and also we'll be having physical meetings. So I need to pick from where we stopped, if that's okay with everyone. Yeah? So I'll give the microphone to, I know Sophia is very interested, she has so many questions, but I want to give the microphone to the person who was speaking.
and solutions.
Yes.
Yes. So I wanted to say that of course we have been doing something already. We need support to ensure that people going to the room get our has come out.
Good afternoon. I'm Romain Boyer, the political councillor of the French Embassy in Kenya, and I'm very happy to be here along county representatives in Kakamega for the first Youth Cafe. So what is the Youth Cafe? The Youth Cafe is about the future. It's about the future of conservation. It's about the future of protecting the forest, because the French Embassy is supporting a program which aims at enhancing the protection of Kakamega forest as a tool to fight against climate change and protect the biodiversity of Kakamega people, but also to help people have a better daily life, because at the end of the day, having a forest that is protecting is ensuring a better future for us. And the future, of course, is young people, and that's why we are really thrilled to partner with the WANGARI MAATHAI Foundation to organize a few youth cafes which aim at gathering young community leaders to share about their actions, to share about solutions, to express ideas, and to share initiatives that will enhance the protection of the forest. Thank you very much.
And how was today's function?
Well, today was great. Today I'm very happy to say that I could feel the energy of the young people here. I could feel that people want to take action. They want to have to create solutions. And I'm always impressed by the energy of Kenyans, and especially Kakamega people, who here prove once again that the future lies in the hands of the youth, and that's why France will always be there to support youth-led initiatives. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Sorry, monkey.
I'm taller, so you're just depending on my height.
So let me get a right to ask this.
My name is Jacqueline Masicha. I'm the CC in charge of social services, youth, sports, gender, culture and library services in Kakamega County. And today we are having this very important session. And as youth of Kakamega County, you know, the energy that is in these young people cannot be overlooked. The Youth Cafe comes in to give them a safe space where they can be able to share their ideas, they can be able to advocate, and just be in a space where they can freely be able to talk about the issues of environmental sustainability. So we want to thank the Embassy of France. We also for choosing Kakamega County. You know, the forest of Kakamega is the only tropical forest we are having in the country. And the initiative they are putting in place to ensure the protection of these tropical rainforests is very, very important, not only to us as a county, but to the country at large. So as a county, we are committed to supporting each and every initiative that the various partners are coming up with, and for involving the youth, because 70% of the population, close to 70% of the population of Kenya involves the young people, and the energy, the enthusiasm, and the initiative, and the creativity of these young people cannot be overlooked. So I think we appreciate the fact that they are very much involved, and as a CC who works with the young people each and every day, I'm very glad and here to support them, just to ensure that environmental sustainability and conservation is happening, and as a county government, we are here to walk this journey together. Thank you.
Also, when these meetings are called, the community shows up to talk about the issues, and it is just very unfortunate that our young people are not doing.
My name is Jaya Lomani Mnyang'oni. I'm a honorable member representing the people of Kakamega County, and in this platform I am the director of Kakamega Voices of Change and Development, one of the organizations in Kakamega County that works on environmental conservation, on climate change, climate justice, and smart agriculture initiatives that are being propagated in the community by the young people. And the organization has brought on board young people that are forming part of the Youth Cafe. And the reason why we are coming in with the Youth Cafe in collaboration with the French Embassy and WANGARI MAATHAI Foundation and the county government is because it offers a platform where the young people can connect, can learn, can exchange ideas, can also come up with initiatives that are geared towards conservation of the forest, coming up with initiatives for smart agriculture, and just getting to learn and from each other on ways in which we can conserve our environment and take it as our personal duty and role. I want to thank the French Embassy, I want to thank the WANGARI MAATHAI Foundation and the county government of Kakamega through the community members who are coming on board so that together we can build courageous leaders in conservation of the environment. We understand that the young people are the seeds of the future, and if we invest in the seeds of the future, we are sure of having a forest that is well conserved, and to also enable the community and the people at large have a sustainable, well conserved forest for future impact to posterity. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Nice.
See you at the gala. Yes.
You can come together with the idea for just a handshake.
What it is? We can just
Thank you, thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Sana. Meet you. Nairobi. Nairobi.
We work on insects, and I think a few of you are involved in our work on stingless bees in Kakamega Forest. We've worked here for very many years, bringing insect-based interventions. So I just wanted to give you greetings from ICIPE and to just encourage you and to tell you that you are central to what ICIPE does. And I hope that we can interact a bit more to tell you about the cool insect-based opportunities that exist for young, especially for young people. So I'm very sorry I wasn't able to come earlier, and I'm so very sorry that I have to leave now. But I hope that you can contact us, communicate with us, reach out, and we'll tell you more about what we do. Thank you very much, Dr. The young people, I know we have a component working together. They will definitely come on board. Thank you. Sophia, do you have a question?
Ndio huyo nachapa kazi.
Dr. Fabrice arrive, hein? Oui. Il arrive pour aller. Oui. Il y a une supervision qui prend le livre.
We are going to Casablanca. This is the next place. Yes, wonderful. So I can wait. I will take the